if you just do a big clap in front of your face. No, just one single clap.
Hi, I'm Freya, the founder of Fix8 Kombucha. I discovered kombucha when I was living in Shanghai on a year abroad from university and studied Chinese medicine. One week, the doctor brought in some of her own kombucha and I tried it and became completely obsessed with it. So kombucha is a sparkling fermented tea drink which comes from Asia thousands of years ago. It was commonly known over there as the tea of immortality for its health-giving properties. It's fizzy, refreshing, a great soft drink or alternative to alcohol. We're available in over 300 independent coffee shops, delis and restaurants. We're online on Ocado and also in Whole Foods Market. So when I returned from Shanghai, I couldn't find kombucha anywhere. And I just decided to start making my own. But it was through that process that I thought maybe there will be something that other consumers like myself want. And therefore, if others want it, then maybe Fix8 would be a good idea. So scaling up from home to brewery was very challenging. And aside from watching an insane amount of YouTube videos about how to carbonate a corny keg, I was also reading lots of scientific articles about the science of kombucha, because kombucha is very scientific, and we were discussing with professors of fermentation in the Netherlands about how to create a different flavor profile in our brews. From a more technical point of view, I was looking at kombucha and realizing that it was quite similar to beer making. So I actually got in touch with various different craft beer brewers and went to visit their brewery, and they would help us in terms of equipment sourcing, raw materials, general knowledge of how to put draining into a brewery. And that was actually how we met our head brewer, Chris, who used to be head of beer at Partisan Brewery. Our first round of funding, we went through an SEIS raise, and that allowed us to invest in our brand and set up our production facility to start making the product and selling it. Now that we've proved the concept, we're about to enter another raise through EIS, and that's going to basically allow us to grow and scale quite rapidly. So another challenge is that kombucha is a relatively unknown product still. So when you're having a conversation with buyers, it's actually getting them to understand and buy into kombucha as a product and why they should list it on their shelf. Part of the challenge, I think, was getting listed with a wholesaler that then distributed into these bigger retail shops. So some are willing to work direct, but generally they prefer you to go through a wholesaler. So we would then start engaging with the wholesaler, and there would be a pull-through demand from the retailer to actually list our product on the shelf. So to find a wholesaler, I just had to ask the questions. You know, I would be engaging with a buyer, which wholesalers do you work with? If they weren't responsive to me, I would even just go to the shop and ask the people on the floor, oh, who do you distribute through? Who supplies your products to the shelf? And finding information that way. So we're just about to release our canned ambient product, which we're really excited about, because this will allow us to position kombucha in channels and even exporting it, whereas previously that would be a lot more difficult with a chilled glass product. And I think what we're really excited about is evolving kombucha as a category. And in order for us to evolve the occasions at which you would drink a kombucha, so not just in the health food shop, but maybe at the festival, maybe at the bar, maybe on a plane or a train, having an ambient product in a can will allow us to put kombucha into those channels and those areas whereby previously we might not have been able to. So if I could give one piece of advice, it will be that there is never going to be the perfect time to start your business, and that really you just need to get started. It will change over time, you will get feedback on it, you will iterate, but get a minimal viable product out there to the market and pivot and change and evolve based on the feedback you're hearing. Oh my God. Sorry if this is absolutely excruciating to watch me just flounder around like a wet fish. Oh God.